This video was originally captured in 4K. You can see it's very stable. It uses software-based image stabilization. The colors look really nice and natural, maybe a bit of shifting in the green colors, but overall it looks exactly as I saw it with my own eyes. This video I'm shooting in 4K. I want to test the electronic image stabilization. It should be working quite well. Just walking around on, not on a flat surface, you know, not so flat, like on the ground. And my hands like a bit shaky, like my hands move a bit from side to side, up and down. So the electronic image stabilization should compensate for those little movements and make sure the video turns out to be very stable. So I won't see those shakes that I see on the screen right now. They should like not be there, like be like a smooth stable video eventually. Let me try to run a bit to put some more. I'm just running. This video just shows me how effective the software image stabilization is when shooting in 4K. This is just amazing. This is cinema grade stabilization. It works beautifully. I mean, the phone went up and down and I can't see nothing. It's just a stable video recording. Amazing. Right now I'm testing the stabilization to see if it's working well. I'm just walking in the park, climbing up. I'm just holding it like very softly. I'm not holding it strong or trying to stabilize it like in an unnatural way, just holding the device in my hand and climbing up the hill. Yeah, let's turn around. Let's walking, let's climb the stairs. This video was taken in 1080p. As you can see, it's much more shaky compared to the 4K. This one I think uses the optical image stabilization, and the 4K used an electronic image stabilization, a software-based one. So this is why it was much smoother. Really well. I mean, the electronic image stabilization in 4K and in 1080p worked very, very smoothly. Yeah, I'm looking right now in the park, holding my phone like 30 centimeters away from my body with two hands, both sides of the phone, on my OnePlus 6. I want to add that the audio quality was very good. About the colors were more saturated compared to the original scene, yet the scene still looked very natural, so that's a good thing. If the image stabilization doesn't work well, yeah, it will be like a shaky video, but as I told you, I already tested it and works really well. This is just another example that can showcase how good the image stabilization is. It is quite a complex scene in terms of audio recording. I'm recording my voice now. There's a fountain here, and the water sound is pretty loud. And if the microphone doesn't work well, you should hear me quite clear. And yeah, this is just a test. And hopefully when I play back the video on my computer or my phone later on, I would be able to hear myself loud and clear. I'm just speaking in regular volume. I'm not raising my voice too much, just speaking, like, you know, and the phone is like 20 centimeters away from my face, from my mouth. So I can put it a bit away, like 1 meter, and get it closer and closer, like 10 centimeters, 5 centimeters, like 2 centimeters, and then pushing it back to see if the voice is still recorded well. This is half a meter and close to 1 meter now. It's interesting to hear how the voice, the overall sound will turn out to be. There are water flowing over there. You can hear it quite clearly. 1 2 1 2. You can hear me talking in the background. I'm getting closer, so you can also hear the water quite loud. I'm getting a bit far from the water. There's also a bit of noise of wind. I'm getting around the fountain. You can hear me talking. See if my voice is still clear, to see if really it's very good. If you can hear me clearly, there's a lot of noise around and wind, so it's a bit windy. So it's interesting to see if later on, when I listen to the video on my computer or on my phone, the voice comes out clear, including the background sound, etc. Now let's take a look at some pictures. Those images were taken using the rear camera of the OnePlus 6. In terms of colors, the images appear more saturated compared to how I've seen it with my own eyes, but still they look very natural. I did find the dynamic range to be relatively low, especially when you observe it in the shadow areas where you see that some of the details are not popping up compared to other phones that I tried. This is probably because of the small pixels of the sensor. Again, it's not bad, but it's there, you can see it. This is a raw image. You can see that it lacks the punchy colors, but again, it's not processed. But still you have this option available in the camera, so you can use it. I really like the macro performance of this lens. The optics were really sharp, and you can see this in those pictures. Look how sharp, how beautiful the details are. Just amazing. I don't know how far I was from the tree. I think about like 3 or 4 centimeters away, and as you can see, beautiful details, even very up close. Overall, I'm very satisfied with the camera. I wish the dynamic range was better, but the video quality was good, the image stabilization was good, the color reproduction was good, the the audio recording was great, so overall I'm satisfied with this camera. In the next video I'm gonna test out this camera to see how it performs in low light in terms of its ISO performance, so stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.